Welcome to Getting to Know the Discus Resources. With over 50 online resources and databases, you may be asking yourself, where do I begin? Let's click on A to Z Resources. How do I know what a specific database covers? Getting to know the databases will be easy once you learn a few tips. The best place to start is the A to Z Resources link on the Discus website at www.scdiscus.org. The A to Z Resources lists resources and databases alphabetically by name. Notice that some of the resource names reflect the subjects you would expect to find in them. African American history, animal kingdom, an auto repair source. Other resources have more general names and are likely to cover multiple topics, such as Academic Search Premier, Britannica School, and Credo Reference. How can we as users get to know what we may find in these? First, note the general subjects that are assigned to each database. At a glance, the subjects listed for the resource may be all you need to know to decide whether it will likely cover your information need. From the subjects tied to Credo Reference, I can expect to find reference books on business, history, famous people, and more. However, if you need to know more about a resource, scan the brief description just above the subjects. Does the African American History database only cover the modern times? Let's find out. The brief description says, explore 500 years of African American history and culture. The brief description for Auto Repair Source tells us we'll find information on vehicles from 1974 to the present. If I need to identify a car part for a 1991 vehicle, should I give this resource a try? Probably so. What if I need to find out a fuse size for a 1968 vehicle? I'd probably need to pass this database up. Sometimes you may need even more details about a resource to know if it's right for you. For instance, if you are a high school student, will Animal Kingdom be a good resource choice for a research paper on white-tailed deer? It does cover animals, but wait. Don't answer. Let's locate and click the information icon to the far right of the brief description and a resource page opens. It has more details about the content, the grade level, and/or information formats it provides. We learn that the Animal Kingdom content is ideal for students in kindergarten through 4th grade. This is probably not the best resource to cite in a high school research paper. Let's return to the A to Z resources list to look at the final 2 tips to get to know the Discus resources. Notice the filters across the top of the A to Z resource list. They could also help the high school student know right away that Animal Kingdom was not the best choice for a high school research paper. Here's how. Set the subject filter to Science and Technology. Just choose the subject that would most likely cover the topic that you're looking for, which is animals, and we can set the grade level to high school. And then we apply our filters by clicking on Apply. Notice in our list, these are going to be the resources that include science as a subject, where we might search for our white-tailed deer. But you will now notice that Animal Kingdom is not in the list now that we have limited the resources. The fifth and final tip on getting to know the Discus resources is to locate and click the Tutorials slider on the far right margin of the A to Z resources screen. When you click on the Tutorials slider, the links will give you more in-depth videos about the database or resource contents, basic searching and advanced searching tips. So that will take you to the next level of using the Discus resources. Thank you for viewing these tips. You should be well on your way to getting to know the Discus resources. See our how-to link on the Discus website, at the top of the Discus website, to learn more. You will actually also be able to learn more about filtering and other navigation.